Yo, what is going on, my YouTube people? 29 back here with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing something a little different here on this channel. Now, this is a video idea that I've had for the past few months, or really the past year, and I never really got the opportunity to do it, not because of time, but I just didn't really know when would be the right time to release this kind of video. The video that I want to be doing today is Asia's Best 11, the current Best 11, as you can tell by the title. And I've been kind of pressured to upload this. I know some of my good friends have also done videos like this similar, so if you guys haven't checked those out, make sure to do so. They're very insightful as well. And I guess after viewing all of them, I kind of just looked at my kind of Asia's Best 11. I'm like, okay, there's some differences, there's some similarities. Why not give my opinion on Asia's Best 11? I also have a podcast with two other friends, so if you guys haven't checked that out, please make sure to do so. It's called The Asian Football Show. All the links of everything will be down in the description down below. My X, my Discord, TikTok, Instagram, all of those good stuff will be down in the description for you guys to check out. And without further ado, let's get started. As for the goalkeeper position, the goalkeeper position was a very tough one because I think we're at a stage in Asia where there's not a keeper that's significantly better than the other. I mean, you can maybe make the case like maybe 5, 6 years ago when we had Matthew Ryan of Australia, which, if you guys didn't know, Australia will count in this video because they're part of AFC. Matthew Ryan, maybe Alireza Baron Van, those type of guys, but I think they're just way past it. I mean, I know there's a few keepers that still do play in Europe, Matt Ryan included, but I just don't think he's just that great anymore. And for me, it leaves me to really two players. Martin Pash, the Indonesian goalkeeper, and Zion Suzuki. Now, in most lists that I've seen, people have avoided Zion Suzuki for the sole reason that he hasn't had the best of Asian Cups. And he's been quite inconsistent, which I will admit is true. He's been pretty inconsistent. But I think currently with Parma, I think he's doing a pretty good job. And Martin Pash plays in the MLS, but he's been doing very good both club and international level. Now, who am I going to be putting? It's tough for me to say because, like, the name aspect would be Zion Suzuki. He's got the bigger name. But Martin Pash has been very, very good recently for Indonesia. I think I'm still going to lean towards Zion Suzuki just because he plays in Europe. I guess that adds a little bit of pedigree. I know a lot of people are not going to agree with some of these picks, which, by the way, if you guys don't agree, feel free to tell me what you agree with, what you disagree with. I'm here to listen. I'm not here to judge. And yeah, this is just an opinion at the end of the day, guys. It's not serious. No one's going to die because of who I'm going to put as Asia's Best 11. It's just an opinion. It happens. This is just my observations after watching the sport in the continent for so long. Yeah, I would put Zion Suzuki, but if you want to put in Martin Pash, for me, that makes perfect sense too. It's between the two, but there's no standout keeper in Asia as of now, at least. I don't think there's a keeper that's just significantly better than the others. We're going to go at right back here. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, well, this is so obvious. It's going to have to be the likes of Yukinari Sugawara. And we've got Sugawara, which I think I would have put a few years ago when he was at AZ Alkmaar, but he's just been struggling with Southampton. And I don't think I would put him there. Then the other right back positions, I've got Saud Abdul Hamid, but then again, he's barely had a sniff in Europe. He scored a goal in the Europa League a few weeks ago, but nothing really else other than that. And I don't think he's particularly that good to begin with. Sorry, Saudi fans. He's good. I just don't think he's that of an amazing player, like an incredible right back. He's a good player, but I don't think he's Asia's best. And then that leaves me with Iran's right back, Sadegh Moharami, which it might sound biased for me to put him there because I'm Iranian myself, but I think from someone who watches Asian football so much, to see how Moharami has been missed for Iran, I mean, he's literally one of the reasons as to why Iran didn't win the Asian Cup last year in Qatar. The right back position, which was fulfilled by Ramin Rezaian at that time, was so weak, and he got a horrible ACL injury. But he's back in the lineup, and he's already playing very, very well. Tomiyasu, this guy hasn't played consistent football in like 15 years. It's so hard for me to put him there when he's not playing regularly. I mean, being injured for a year or something, I guess, sure, but he hasn't had regular football in an eternity, it seems like. That it kind of feels criminal for me to put him there. Let's think of one left back in Asia that's currently good. Some people would say Calvin Verdonk. Hiroki Ito maybe plays for Bayern, can also kind of slightly play as a left back, but I don't think he's particularly that amazing either. If you want a traditional left back, then you'd put in Calvin Verdonk. As for the two center backs, I think those are like the easiest ones to pick out for. Abdulkadir Khuzanov, who just recently joined Man City, had a disaster class in his debut, but then just scored a goal against Leyton Orient just today at the time of recording. Very, very good young center back. And the other center back is going to have to be Min-jae. Now, I'm a Bayern fan. I've been very critical of Min-jae. I think he's dropped some disaster classes in a few games. But he's also had a very, very few solid run of games, which I think deserves a lot of praise. The problem with Kim Min-jae, in my opinion, is that he's a little bit inconsistent at times. But other than that, I think he's a brilliant, brilliant center back. And for my midfielders, again, it's not going to be like a specific position, a CDM, cam, or center mid. It's just three midfielders. I think the three best midfielders in Asia, and this is very tough. I think the main guy you guys have to put there, it has to be Kang-in Lee. I think you can't ignore Kang-in Lee. He definitely has to go in there. But then you've got your Jae-sung Lees, you've got your Fazulayevs, you've got your Ao Tanaka, you've got your Moritas as well. I'm personally a really big fan of Ao Tanaka. I love the guy. I still don't know what he's doing at Leeds United, but I mean, he's on course of being promoted, so maybe we'll see him in the Premier League finally. Went from Dusseldorf to another second division team, which I still don't understand why that is. I still don't understand why he just didn't move to a better team. I know he's had agent problems as well. He missed the Asian Cup because he was due to find a new club, and then he didn't even sign for a new club at that point in time. For me, it's Ao Tanaka. I know he doesn't play for an amazing club. Sorry, Leeds United fans, but I genuinely do believe this guy deserves to play in a better team, and I do think he's one of Asia's best midfielders on his day. He's just so talented, so hardworking. I just love the guy. Absolutely amazing. So then it would be Ao Tanaka, Kang-in Lee, and then the other midfielder, it's a very tough one. Very, very tough one. People putting Wataru Endo, like I said, Morita, and all these guys. And although they play for the bigger clubs, that doesn't necessarily mean they're the better players, if that makes sense, and vice versa as well. I'm going to go with a shout here, and I know many people are going to disagree. I would put Abozbek Fazulayev as my other midfielder. If you've seen this guy play in the qualifiers, or just football in general, even on youth level tournaments, he's so talented. Currently plays at Moscow. It's only a matter of time that he gets a big move. And I'm surprised someone like Khuzanov got a move before him. I was really expecting Fazulayev to be that one guy to like join a really big team. But no, he still has the Moscow in the Russian league. Certainly deserves to be playing in a better squad. I know it's going to be an unpopular opinion, but like I'm telling you guys, it's not because your name is bigger that you're a better player. It doesn't mean it, especially nowadays in Asian football where things always move. I'm sure a lot of people are going to disagree on this, but that's going to be my take. As for the forwards, the three forwards, the holy trinity, as you guys can call, I think my left winger would definitely be Son Heung-min, the guy that's putting the Asian continent on his back. Don't know what he's still doing at Tottenham. I think he can further cement his legacy as Asia's best player if he leaves Tottenham. I don't know why this guy's still at Tottenham. I know he loves the club, I know he loves the fans, and he wants to win a trophy, but brother, you've been at Tottenham for years. Just let it go, save yourself, win a trophy somewhere else, and cement that legacy further and further. As for my right wing spot, I know some people would say would be maybe Takefusa Kubo, some people would put Afif there, some people I know would put Alireza Canbash there, which I thoroughly disagree. I would put Junya Ito. I think this guy's been a beast for both Reims and the Japanese national team. He's just a beast. This guy is just a beast. He's very underrated. He doesn't often get the praises that he deserves, which is quite upsetting. I think he deserves a lot more praise than what he currently gets. As for the striker spot, who else than Mr. Mehdi Taremi, the Inter man, not having the best of seasons at Inter, but I mean, there's a whole debate we can go into that, but the guy only has like 400 minutes played with Inter Milan. And there's some people expecting him to score 50 goals. That's just not how it works. You can't do a lot with those limited minutes, but I think once he does get regular playing time, which I don't think will be anytime soon, I think he will get back on track and score goals. But in the qualifiers, He's just been amazing. Him and Osmoon have been very, very good. And that'll be it for my Asia's Best 11. Like I said, you're probably going to disagree on certain players. That's fine. Let me know what you guys think, either here or on my social media platforms. And yeah, if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, like the video as well. It helps me a lot. Subscribe if you guys are new. And that'll be it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Damn, I'm on red alert. Now she went up in the dirt.